Hello, my name is Aidan Roberts. I'm a 17-year-old from Derry, Londonderry, and welcome to the podcast. This podcast is about it's a joint done with a series of lockdown stories with Headliners Foil. And today I'm joined by.
My name is Milo Quigley. I am a 22-year-old man from Derry, Londonderry, and I am a media student.
So I'm just going to start us off here with the first topic of this podcast. What I'm going to be talking about is work as a young teenager like me. So I work in the Blackbird on Foy Street in Derry, and my workplace is actually closed, and I'm furloughed after getting an email from the company director to say that I've been laid off because of coronavirus. This means I'm pretty much getting 80% of my wages paid. But my workplace shut down before the government announced that the bars had to close, and they were actually paying us out of their own pockets, which was actually pretty generous of them. So now we're getting paid by the government, and apparently bars are going to be one of the last to reopen. So I don't know what's happening yet. There's still a big deal of uncertainty surrounding that issue. Over to Milo.
Well, my topic is kind of how I've experienced what I would call like lockdown sadness, and that kind of, well, I went from being like a really social person to essentially seeing no one, and this is like I haven't seen any of my friends face to face in like God, coming up to like 50 days, which has been it was a real shock to the system for me, because I went from being a relatively unsocial person before to then really social, and then having it like kind of taken away from me rather quickly really did, and like layman's terms, really messed me up in the head of it, because I've been really missing it, my friends, and like missing people, and finding myself getting sad more frequently and for longer periods of time. It was kind of it's been, I will admit, it has been very difficult to adjust to not being in tech and doing like what I would regularly do, which would be going to tech, sit down in the student zone and the foil, and basically just do coursework there. And I found, actually, linked to lockdown sadness, I found doing like the coursework that I've been assigned very difficult, because I'd usually have like help in the form of like a support worker, but because of obviously tech closing, I don't have access to that anymore, and it has been difficult. But I'm slowly prevailing, and things are getting better.
Absolutely, Milo. I can also relate to that too. Obviously, me and you studied the same topic, which is media, and we go to the same college. We're on the same corridor, and me and you both know as well that there's still a lot of uncertainty.
Oh yeah.
There's still a lot of uncertainty. We still don't know how we're going to be graded. A-level and GCSE exams have already been confirmed by the government, but BTEC, what we're studying, is still being process is still being fought out, and the college has been closed. The examinations have been cancelled, or the assessments even, and it just really does make you wonder, like, how is it going to be affected? And also, you mentioned too that you had a support worker, and I mean that's I mean, I could only imagine like what that would be like for you, because imagine having a support worker and then going into lockdown, having to do all the coursework that you would normally do with a support worker, but he's not actually there. Yeah. So that I can imagine how you feel there. I mean, that could be quite bad for a lot of people, a lot of young people with needs around the world, and we still don't have a clear answer. And I'm sure me and you are panicking, but the teachers are also panicking. They're trying their best to reassure us about stuff that's going on in the college. They don't even know what's going on themselves, but they're just trying to keep us all calm. And obviously too, like, we've moved into online teaching, and we're getting our assignments for email, and we're doing video classes every so often, every few weeks, or every week, but there's a few lessons. Not as much as there would be on a normal school day if everything was normal. But me personally, like, I've been struggling as well, but I'm still confident that slowly we'll all be able to get through this by the end of the school term, and everything will work out properly. So I just hope that will be the case, because I mean it's been hard for all of us.
It's been talking again about like support workers. It become easier. The first couple of weeks after everything kind of plateaued and tech closed and whatever, and the lack of support worker, it really affected me for like the first like 2 weeks. It was I was it kind of hit, because I realized I needed. The one thing I'm not very good at is notation and like and noting down like things for class, and like that's what I did. I did the coursework. My support worker took notes for me, so I could use it in my coursework. And because I'm not good at taking notes during Zoom classes, like I'll be sitting there like what do I do? Like I'll try and take notes, but they're always like really like bad, and there's no like trying to decipher what's important information and what's just like filler information has been genuinely one of the biggest struggles for me. But everything, genuinely, it's been tough.
Absolutely. I think that's something that really needs to be looked into by the Department of Education as well, about how people like would it be able to get through that, because it's going to be very difficult. I mean, if people are getting support workers in college, it's for a reason, and no one should be expected to be able to fulfill the same expectations when you don't have one, because it's something that really does need to be looked into now that you talk about it. And I've not really seen enough of what you're talking about there on the news or being announced by the government or the Department of Education or anything like that. And me too. I mean, even our hobbies that we would normally do, like getting out there, taking videos, photography and stuff like that there, I mean, we just don't do it anymore. We're just in the house all day long. And it still makes you wonder, like, how long is this going to go on for? And what's the exit strategy, which the government still hasn't announced? And I just really do hope this ends soon.
Honestly, I really hope that it ends relatively soon, because I genuinely, it's like again, lockdown sadness, whatever. I really miss my friends, but that's like the main thing is like
I do too.
I'm gonna be honest. Like I miss my friends. I miss like the social interaction, because I've been left actually sitting by myself in this exact room for like 9 hours a day, and at some point the world start talking to you. It is really worrying. Like it's done really bad things to my mental health, and things are like I find myself getting more sad over time.
Yeah, I mean, mental health is a big issue here as well. Especially here where we live in Derry, Londonderry, where mental health is one of the biggest issues ever. We've even seen things like voice search and rescue made over the last few years as well, because the mental health is so bad. The statistics are one of the highest in Northern Ireland, and we're one of the most underfunded places. But it's good to see as well that the community is coming together during the times of crisis, because if they can do it now, then we can do it always. And it's really good to have that. It's really good to know that if there's someone there to help,